Hello YouTube, my name's Groover. This is my very first video and I thought I'd kick things off with a tutorial on this little steak and leather farm which you can see just behind me here. So let's go and have a little look at it properly. So up here you've got your main breeder cows, your cedar cows, and down here you can see the baby cows. What I'll do is I'll flick the switch and you can see the water pops out the dispenser and the cows start bobbing up and down ready to be bred up. You get underneath there and breed them. I've just fed them so they're not going to take any food, and the baby cows pop straight out the sides to sit on top of these hoppers underneath. When you finish feeding them you flick the switch and the lava pops out of the other dispensers here. When the cows grow up they'll start to burn and drop their cooked steak and leather, which will then be fed into the chest. Pretty simple stuff. The main feature being that you don't have to go climbing on top to go feeding the cows. It's got a reasonably small footprint. It doesn't use any of the new 1.9 mechanics with the pistons because it's not clear whether that's a feature or a bug yet. So I've been sort of staying clear of that. So without further ado, let's go over and have a go at building this. Right, so I've got this little plot set up just here ready to build on, and you're going to need everything that you see in this chest. Now things like wheat and obviously you can't get cow spawn eggs in survival, so you'll have to make your own cows or find your own way to get them up there. Ladders and the button, they're all kind of optional, so I've put them down on the bottom right here as things which you might want. Everything else is pretty vital, so let's get building this. I've switched into survival mode so that we can go through the process together pretty much as you'd be building it. And let's get the first few items lined up. Going to need that pretty early, you're going to need the hoppers pretty early, going to need all of that. I'll put that up there because you're not going to need that until the very end. And yeah, okay, let's begin with this. So first things first, you want to knock out a little T shape like this. Now pretty obvious, we're going to put down the chests there and two hoppers either side facing straight into the chests. In case you're a complete newbie and you don't know how that's done, you hold down shift. So next we'll build up the sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be 12 on each side in a 3x4 pattern like that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go, that's a 12 by 12. And I'm just going to run a row straight across the bottom here as well. So next up I'm going to put my lever there, and straight on the back of the same block I'm going to put my redstone torch. So we're going to set up the thing that's going to generate the pulse to flick the dispensers. So let's get that set up, and that's what I need for that. So you want to put a sticky piston on top of the torch, facing out. Either direction's fine. The build's exactly the same either way. And then you want a block on the face of that and a block just there. Next, I'm going to stick the repeater coming out there with redstone on top of it like that. So when you flick the switch, this will either push out or pull in. Either way, there's going to be a very short redstone pulse which heads off to actually power the dispensers. So we'll finish that off towards the end, but the basics of it's in now. So if we flick that, you can kind of see what's going on. So next is we're going to put in the dispensers here and here. And on the bottom there we're going to have a sign on both sides. Next is a row of blocks there and a set of blocks there with more signs on. So this is going to make sure that when it's all filled in with glass that the lava is just held in that one spot. I'm not going to put the lava buckets in there yet because I don't want lava to go everywhere in case something goes wrong. So let's build up the glass next and just put in the last few bits and pieces. Glass there, there and there. there, there and there. Now I'm going to get up onto here and place in, what do I need now? I want more glass. There and there, there and there. I want my final dispenser right there. And I want to put glass there, there, there. Can I reach that from here? Yes. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so the cows are going to sit there. I want to put in my fence post there and my trapdoor right there. So what this is doing is it stops the cows from, or the calves from spitting out forwards. So the adult cows are going to sit on top of the edge of this trapdoor right here, and the baby cows could slip down past that, but because this fence post is in the way, they're going to get pushed off to either side, like so. The water is going to come out here, go straight down, it can't go anywhere else, so the baby cows are going to get pushed out in the right directions. I'm just going to fill in this like so. 1, 2, 3. Now, and same there. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now the cows are going to be fed in right here. I've actually put this block in the wrong place, but that doesn't matter too much. Let's take that and then just fill in the front with glass. You should now have something that looks a little bit like this. So we're going to go up there, just pop in some glass in those places and into those corners as well. So that just makes sure that the calves definitely go in the direction that you want them to. And that is pretty much it. Just another piece of glass there. Yeah, that's a lot. So we'll go around the back now and do the little bit of redstone that needs doing with this. Next thing that we're going to do is build up the redstone at the back here. So first things first, I'm just going to pop around the front and flick the switch. Don't need to do it this way, but you know, why not? And start putting the buckets in. So you want a lava bucket there, you want a water bucket there, and you want a lava bucket there. So next I'm going to place in a full block there because that's important, and then I'm going to place in 2 blocks like that and take back the bottom block because I don't need both blocks there like that. Next is I'm going to put half slab there and half slab there. This one doesn't need to be a half slab, but hey, you know, it's what I've got. So let's just put those in there and then cover this with redstone. And that is the redstone done. So let's just have a look at this. Yeah, they should all come on at the same time and they should all go off at the same time. So this is where that button comes in handy. So what you want to do is just pop the button on the face there, flick it, pop your trapdoor back down, recollect your button, and then you've got everything back out of sync the way it should be. Perfect. So next we're going to want to get the cows in. How you do this, I don't know. It's entirely up to you. But I'm just going to use cow eggs. So let's drop them in one by one, nice and slowly. You can have as many or as few in here as you like. You need a reasonable number though. I'd say about 20 is a good number to get going with. So let's see, that's all of those in. I'm going to go back down there. So this is pretty much how it looks like over there. What have we got left? Once you've got all the cows in, I would cover over the top with a piece of glass or a half slab or something. And then let's grab our wheat. Let's get rid of these. Switch this. Let them bob up and down a wee bit. Get feeding them. You see the wheat going down quite rapidly there. And then they suddenly all pop out. Perfect. Let's give that one a nudge. Right, and that's that. So then when you finish, you can just flick your switch and wait for the goods to come in. So now all you have to do is wait for the cows to grow up. This can take some time, but if you want to breed up these cows here, you can pop in a fence post there and a fence post there, and then close the trapdoor, switch the unit to the feeding position, and then go up top and just keep feeding them up until you've got as many as you want. When you finish feeding them up or breeding them up to the number that you want, switch it back, knock out your fence posts there and there, close your trapdoor, and away you go. Oh look, we've got a cow going. We've got the first volunteer. Excellent. So we can actually see that. Some steak going in there. That means that there should be some more growing up soon. So hit the like button if you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you'd like to see some more like this, leave me a comment, and thank you very much.